smoky cabbage. I'm gonna knock him out. We march into Sumeru. Finally. Jump, jump, jump,
Sumeru
jump.
City!
Jump around.
We finally made it!
Jump up, and it get down.
Oh! Did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha Terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha Terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha Terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha Terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself.
Abracadabra.
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Why? Why would you say that? You would say something cool.
Oh, since this little
way
doodad
better.
lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser
abracadabra.
Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try.
All this is to try and catch up.
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom. Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. Seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusan. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched room. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking... Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're... Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon. Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru?
Paimon. Why are you reading my mind?
You too? Well, well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the. Let's see. Tainari
Please
wrote an
tell me
address on
everything.
the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not like.
No. Go. Alright. I'm so close to level 50.
Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
My dad don't
Hello,
past
are you Rohawi?
Hawaii.
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most...
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Oh, let me see. Oh! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers.
Okay.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the Academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine!
Oh, you've been
The
intense.
Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's...
Oh yeah, well, she's like in every place. So she's in here.
Say something like that about
Yay.
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait.
Buffing. Buffing. Please, wait.
I apologize. but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aw, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird...
Supposedly, they are named as such because their rank Asphalt, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Man just wants to get to level 50. Oh, yeah. What talents are today? Is it yours? It is a Thursday. So I might get you up today. I gotta find some scrolls, which is actually not hard to do. Yeah, I should try and get you up today. How far do I need to go? Oh, Jesus Christ. Didn't even walk before me.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
It's nice to meet you, Asphalt. We'd like to ask you about some...
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet...
Wait, seriously?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly... We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago.
Wow.
Since those days, it isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think...
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late great... In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the... Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance. And the...
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that...
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asphalt.
No problem. I'll...
Seems Asphalt was right about most people's attitudes here.
I'm gonna try to anyway.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord...
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the... Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribute. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me.
Okay, and then...
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, at that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avid... Oh, Archon Seeker. Do you now understand? Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass. Every ray...
Yeah, thanks for the story! Paimon feels all warm and...
in a way. It seems like...
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad... This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead. Let's see if we can get rid of them.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrist?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
Wait, hang on.
That should keep him busy for a while.
Why would you do that? I guess we can... Oh, 700. 700. 700 is... Never mind. If I would put no
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by...
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out. Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here?
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's... Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place...
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out.
Where's the tavern? Just cheat teleport. Oh, they're gonna expect me being in a tavern. They looking in the tavern. See what happens.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait! Stand down, Dia!
Kabang! Shot me in the head.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora.
I don't know what you think of us eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience and knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parent. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
Textures all changed.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh, yes, in the corner room.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but...
How about our charcoal-baked Agelenach cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon... Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody
That's a
was
big bowl.
interested in Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually... Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder. That you hate... Wow. Dunyarzad, is there anything... What? Not really. Huh? But aren't you a child? Then... can you make my... Oh. Then... can...
After that, the voice said, okay. Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wonders. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. Nor would I have learned how to read, and that voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lords. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zerus festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilou, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilou sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilou to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
But of course. Nilou will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusan.
He's always just leaving. Some jamming music. Jesus. Wow, wow. What's up, my... Oh. Hello, welcome. What are you buying? What you said? Get down. What are you buying? What are you selling?
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home. But you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sabzeruz festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do.
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on.
I've got great food and great drinks that everyone can enjoy.
That kid just behind the dog.
This place is amazing!
Not bad.
Why?
The last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
Oh my
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
So we did it ourselves.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold this. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at—
She'll be dancing the dance of Sabzeruz, the most important performance.
Dunyarzad, have you told them the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay. Then I'll tell you two about, according to legend, the Sabzeruz festival was original a long, long time ago. On one of Greater Lord Rukadev's, some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing as she danced upon the grass. Countless beautiful bodies, those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our—
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendra Archon. I also—
They symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisaras in memory—
Thinking about the goddess of flowers dance, if my stage were anything like that, So, Traveler in Paimon?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zerus festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler in Paimon, everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sub-Zerus festival. In that case, we'll take a look around.
I wonder if the treasures.
So I gotta talk to the kid who said why to the dog.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Did you know that the Sub-Zerus festival is about to happen?
I wanna push that kid in the bush.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival... I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant... Oh, and the perfume sold around here is... I mean, that's, what...
Dancing at the subs. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved date. The Sub-Zerus festival has been losing its appeal.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the... Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers...
Alright, yeah.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the...
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company. I've noticed that you can't... Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers... Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler in Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual.
That's the real one.
Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Tevat to enrich your lives and gain new experience.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Tevat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Like what?
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily...
Huh.
I should do make a
I
mission.
heard someone say something pretty similar recently.
Well.
No, not particularly. I guess... Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventures Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made...
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro, after all. See you around.
My card doesn't use Dendro, like it uses Archon. Knock on. Windshield. Prata nämligen.
There's something really different about Catherine.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia.
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for
this is a
Dia.
long quest. Wee. Ooh, pardon me.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I...
Mine just wants to get adventures. All I want to get.
Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well...
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the adventure.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to... Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well...
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in
If you're also in...
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your back. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru."
You bet they are. King Dish.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who... Well, Traveler, that's about all the information.
Thanks, Dia! And since we've gathered all we could for the moment...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zero. Good. Then we'll see you both...
Military supplies for the termites must be distributed appropriately. be distributed appropriately.
Osmanthus.